Good morning, Fundamentals of Art students. Today we're going to draw a tiger. And if I were to have you draw this tiger that you see in front of you, most of you would find it to be very complicated, which it is. But what if we simplify it? And this is what we're learning. We're going to use positive, negative, gesture, and sight size. So let's take a look at this right now. That'll be our end result that we're going to work on tomorrow. But if we look at an example, we take that same tiger and we started out with this and form a gesture drawing, add some more detail here, and eventually get to the project that you see here, then I think it would be a step process that we can all absorb and find that it's pretty easy. So let's take a look at how we can simplify this. So we take this difficult tiger drawing, we try to look at it as without the stripes, and even better yet, as a simple form and just an outside contour. But before we even get to this, let's work on gesture drawing. So I have given you an example in your on Google Classroom. This is, I want you to draw all 5 of these, and these 5 drawings, make them about the size they are on a sheet of paper. So you should have all 5 of them on a sheet of paper. If you end up making them larger, that's okay. Just make sure you take a picture of them and send them to me when you're done. When you take a look at the form, that very first tiger I showed you, let's simplify this. What you really want to do is take a look at the big form of this, and I'm just going to trace this so you get an idea. You're just drawing this right here. So on your sheet of paper, you draw the same shape. You just go ahead and draw the same shape over here. And then that's our main core, the object itself, which is a big cylinder. Okay, so once I draw that, I'm going to use sight size and gesture drawing and positive and negative. So the positive and negative that we're going to do was our last exercise we did, the magazine pictures. I'm going to take a look at this simple shape right here. It's almost a little bit of a triangle / octagon, puzzle piece number 1. Puzzle piece number 2 is over here. Again, a little bit of a rectangle. And over here is your triangle. Always look for simple shapes. Okay, here's puzzle piece 3 and 4. Now, how do I make sure that these don't get, in terms of, you don't want to stretch the tiger out so that it looks like a giraffe, or you don't want the legs so short it looks like a wiener dog. So here's where we use sight size. So now we use gesture. This is gesture, making a simple shape. This is positive, negative shapes, which we've done before. Now, sight size says this. Once I have this measurement, I'm just going to make 2 little marks like this here on my paper. I'm going to measure that, and I'm going to use as my scale. I'm going to go down one of those, and that's actually the length of the legs. So I go over here and I do this. I take this measurement, I go over here and do this. So this was sight size is once you make something like this oval, you then make little marks so you have a measurement gauge, and you just have to get approximate. It's just close. It's maybe a little bit longer, but it's okay. It gives you a pretty good idea of what it is. Same thing lengthwise. You can take this measurement right here and you go right there. There's 1, 2, 3. So you take this measurement right here. If I go sideways, I go 1, 2, 3. That gives me the length of that. So we use sight size. So once I do something, I size it up, and then I go and I sight it down, and I use it as a measuring gauge. Just go ahead and do these simple things. You're not doing a lot of the details. You look at each one of these. If I look at this one down here, when you draw this, big triangle. Okay, here's your oval. Start out with your drawing, even though if you go over, like I went over like this, that's all corrections we do later on. And if you watch the video that we did from your first tiger that's due today, that shows you the process. You go back and he'll go through here, and you'll make the erase that line, etc. So draw light. It's an exercise to looking of seeing shapes for positive, negative, seeing the big form and creating a gesture, as well as using sight size for measurement. And we'll go from there. So draw these 5 tigers, and I'll have another video posted for you to what we do from there. Thanks.